Guys, it is Ryan and Artie here with Bomber Breaks. We are opening up Topps finest basketball for you guys today. I am super excited. I'm coming off my Wemby auto pull, and I am looking to pull some more fire for you guys. We are opening Topps finest basketball. Looking at this, we've got Angelo with the Grizzlies. We've got DeJohn N with the 76ers. We've got Eliezer T with the Hawks, Nets, Hornets, Bulls, Cavs, Mavs, Nuggets, Warriors, Rockets, Pacers, Clippers, Heat, Timberwolves, Pelicans, Knicks, and the Magic. Thank you. We've got Jeremy H. with the Lakers, Suns, Kings, Spurs, Raptors, Jazz, Wizards. We've got Joey W. with the Celtics, Josh B. with the Pistons, Justin E. with the Bucks, and the Blazers. And to round it out for his first time on the stream, Tavion R. with the Thunder. Thank you. Other than that, let's get right into this. I am super excited to rip me some Topps finest. Already opened this last night and pulled some pretty nice cards, did we not?
Yeah. But still should, we didn't see any of the big rookies, so hopefully see Ricochet or Castle.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I know Wayne's a big Castle guy. Maybe Reed, correct?
Yeah.
No,
so we won't have autographs and cards.
Okay. That's right.
A couple
yeah.
exclusive guys, but a lot more, probably more so top exclusive guys. So that's
Gotcha.
good for us in that case.
I'll take a Stephon Castle. That'll do it for me. That'll be just fine.
So there are a couple things we educate them on as our website, right?
Where
you can find more breaks.
Do we have the sticky note? Okay, perfect. You can find more of us tonight on our website. That is bomberbreaks.com. When you are grabbing your teams, it is Bomber15 at checkout. Again, that is Bomber15 at checkout.
For 15% off.
For 15% off our site-wide
non-filler pick
your teams.
And the last thing is we ship twice a week.
We ship twice a week, Tuesdays and Fridays. Other than that, let's get into this.
Holler if you have any questions.
All right, we'll do. All right. As always, good luck, everybody. Let's get to our first pack. First card we've got is out of 10, Chris Middleton. That is 7 out of 10. That is going to the Wizards. Chris Middleton on the 7 out of 10. I'm going to adjust the camera here. There we go. Focus this in really fast. Getting a weird glare. There we go. All right. That is Chris Middleton, 7 out of 10. Our next card up, we've got a Kyrie Irving. That is going to the Dallas Mavericks. Kyrie Irving. On the next card, we've got hometown for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Donovan Mitchell, 53 out of 75 for the Cavaliers. Artie, how do I pull up the YouTube chat?
It's going to be an internet window. So you just click there and it should repop.
Oh,
so if you click off of it, you just gotta click it back again. Yep.
Perfect. Gotcha.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
New guy ripping. Yes, my name is Ryan, as I said in the beginning. Ready to keep pulling some heat for you guys. All right, our next card we've got is Isaiah Stewart for the Pistons. Isaiah Stewart, that is going out to the Pistons.
All right, so
we've got a nice Isaiah Stewart right here. On our next card is the snake himself, KD, Kevin Durant. That is 37 out of 75. Going to the Phoenix Suns. That is going out to the Phoenix Suns. Going out to Jeremy. Jeremy with the nice KD out of 75. Go. And our first auto of the box is a Sydney Kasako. That is for the Portland Trail Blazers. That is going out to the Portland Trail Blazers. Justin, congrats on the Sydney Sikaso. That is an auto. That is 72 out of 99. Very nice. Topps Finest auto right there. Oh, where'd my YouTube chat go? I keep losing you guys. There we go. Okay, perfect. That is 72 out of 99. Did you just start Finest Basketball? Yes. This is the start of our Finest Basketball. Our next card is an autograph for the Pelicans. That is Antonio Reeves on the rookie autograph for the Pellies. That is going out to Eliza T with the Antonio Reeves autograph. Antonio Reeves on the auto. And our next autograph of the box is going to be Johnny Furphy on the autograph. That is going out to the Indiana Pacers. The Indiana Pacers. That's going out to Eliza P once again. Back-to-back auto pulls for you, my man. Congrats. That is a Johnny Furphy. That is 85 out of 99. Congrats. Johnny Furphy on the auto. Our second to last card of the box is going to be a die cut of Anthony Edwards. That is 16 out of 100 going to the Minnesota Timberwolves. That is Eliza once again. That is an Ant Edwards die cut. I absolutely love these die cuts in Topps Finest. Absolutely love them. Hey, can you tell me? Joe Fioji. Yeah, I can. Let's see. Joe. I guess Russ, if you could help me out on that one. I don't see his name on the list, at least on my side. And our last card of the first pack of the first box is going to be a Nikola Topic. That is 46 out of 100 going to the Thunder. That is going to the Oklahoma City Thunder. That is going to Tavion R. Tavion R. That is a very nice die cut out of 100 going out to Tavion. All right, on to our next Topps Finest box. To start us off, we've got an Anthony Edwards. That is Ant-Man going out to the Timberwolves. Again, that is going out to the Timberwolves. Eliza. Our next card we've got is a LaMelo Ball. That is a blue 70 out of 75 going to the Charlotte Hornets. That is going out to Eliza T once again. That is going out to Eliza T. That is a super nice 70 out of 75 on the LaMelo Ball. Our next card in the box is going to be a Trae Young for the Atlanta Hawks. That is for the Atlanta Hawks. That is going out to, once again, Eliza T with the Trae Young. Man, I loved watching Trae Young when he was at Oklahoma. He was a stud, especially in March Madness. That is going to be a Trae Young. And our next numbered card is going to be a green Rob Dillingham. That is 87 out of 150 going to the T-Wolves. That is going out to Eliza T. That is 87 out of 150. That is a nice green Rob Dillingham rookie card. Next box is going to be a J.J. Jackson II. That is going to be 15 out of 75. Very nice card right there. Again, that is 15 out of 75. And our next card is a gold autograph of Zach Collins. That is 3 of 50 on the Topps Finest. I believe that is... believe he is a bull in this product, if I'm not mistaken. That is Zach Collins. That is going out to Eliza T once again. Very nice gold auto. That is 3 of 50. And our next autograph of the box is a beautiful Aaron Neesmith. That is 32 out of 50. That is going to the Indiana Pacers. Indiana Pacers, that's going out to Eliza T once again. Very nice card right there. That is 32 out of 50. And for our next card of the break is a Stefan Castle 4 out of 10. Boom! That is a huge card for the San Antonio Spurs. That is going out to Jeremy.
That's sick.
That is a Stefan Castle 4 out of 10. Boom! We are going to one-touch that bad boy right now. That is a
Spurs fire for Ryan.
huge
I heard some loud noises, guys.
Spurs fire for Ryan again. Castle beauty.
Back-to-back nights.
Let's go.
There we go. Boom! Stefan Castle.
You know one thing you haven't been taught yet. You guys, you know what a boom spelled backwards is?
Move.
It's a move.
Hey! That's hell yeah. Oh, that's all very cute.
Wow, Stefan Castle.
Good stuff, Ryan.
Nice hit. Let's go.
Light it up.
Congrats, Spurs.
There we
Game
go.
on.
Congrats, Jeremy.
Two hot hands in the building.
Jeremy with the Castle auto. Boom. 4 out of 10. There we go. All right. Our next card we've got an Oso Iduaro rookie card die cut.
It's missing a corner.
It is missing a corner.
Good job on the pronunciation.
Thank you.
Pretty good.
Wow, very nice. Whew. All right. And our last card wrapping up the pack is going to be a Ron Holland for the Detroit Pistons. That is a rookie die cut. That is for the Detroit Pistons. Going out to, where is it on my list? Detroit Pistons. That is going out to Josh Bates on the Ron Holland die cut. New guy breaking every time going forward. I don't know. Artie's pretty good himself, so. All right. Wow. Just got to highlight this one more time before we go to the next pack. Stefan Castle. There we go. All right. We've got 2 more packs left. 2 more packs left. After this, we are opening Panini Black. That is a 3-box case. All right, our first card is a Khalil Ware. That is a rookie for the Miami Heat. That is for the Miami Heat going out to... That's going out to Eliza once again. On the Khalil Ware. And our next card is going to be a Bronny James. That is 103 out of 150. Going to the Los Angeles Lakers. Going out to the Lakers, that is Jeremy. Jeremy H. with the nice Bronny out of 150. Bronny James. our next card is going to be out of 10, Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal for the Phoenix Suns. That is going out to the Phoenix Suns. That is going out to Jeremy once again with the Bradley Beal. And our next card is going to be a John Stockton. John Stockton, I believe that is the Utah Jazz, if I'm not mistaken. John Stockton. On our next card, we've got a Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Contavious Caldwell-Pope for the Magic. That is for the Orlando Magic. KCP. Guy's got a super long last name. And for our first auto of the box, we've got a Meta World Peace. That is an autograph, 17 of 50. That is a Meta World Peace. That is going to the Los Angeles Lakers. That is going out to Jeremy. Jeremy with the very nice out of 50 Meta World Peace. Our next card is going to be a black out of 25 Cameron Johnson. That is going out to the Brooklyn Nets. That is going out to the Brooklyn Nets. That is Eliza T on the 11 of 25 Cameron Johnson. Cameron Johnson. Dude just got to stay healthy. I mean, I think he's a really good basketball player. Just struggles to stay. Every single time I look at him, he's just hurt. That is a Cam Johnson. And our last auto of the third box is going to be a Johnny Furphy. That is going to be 64 out of 75 for the Indiana Pacers. Indiana Pacers, that is going out to Indiana Pacers. That is a Johnny Furphy out of 75. Indiana Pacers, that is Eliza. For some reason, I always struggle finding the team on our spreadsheet we've got. Our second to last card is going to be a second Nikola Topic. That is a die cut. That is 32 out of 100. Going out to the Oklahoma City Thunder. That is Tavion once again. With the very nice Nikola Topic. 32 out of 100. All right, and our last card of the third box. This is going to be a Tidjane Saloon. Tidjane Saloon on the Arrivals die cut. Like I said, these die cuts are beautiful this year in Topps Finest. And moving on to our last pack of the Topps Finest break. The last pack of the Topps Finest break. Our first card is going to be 61 out of 75. DeMar DeRozan for the Kings. That is going out to Jeremy. Jeremy with the Kings. 61 out of 75. Our next card is going to be the chef himself, Stephen Curry. Going out to the Golden State Warriors. Stephen Curry. Our next card is going to be out of 50. Jamal Sheed for the Raptors. That's going to the Toronto Raptors. That is Jeremy once again. Very nice. 38 out of 50 for the Toronto Raptors. That is a gold.
38 divided by 50 is 0.76.
Series going crazy. 55s. Pardon me, guys. Need some more top loaders to protect your guys' cards. All right. Moving on to our next card in the break, we've got a Devin Carter rookie. That is for the Sacramento Kings. Again, that is for the Sacramento Kings. Going out to Jeremy H. That is a Devin Carter. And our next card is going to be an Alexander Sarr. That is a rookie card for the Wizards. For the Washington Wizards, Alexander Sarr. It's going out to Jeremy once again. And our first auto of the break is going to be a Chris Middleton. That is 41 out of 75. That is going out to the Wizards. To the Washington Wizards. That is Jeremy once again. Chris Middleton flashbacks for the Washington Wizards. Yeah, 8 saw it in the chat. He got a little sneak peek. Our next card is gonna be a redemption. So you
can use a little. I used the Bomber Business card to reveal.
Gotcha.
Looking pretty good over here.
And our redemption is gonna be an electrifying signatures refractor black geometric parallel. It is going to be Grant Williams for the Charlotte Hornets. That is for the Charlotte Hornets. That is going out to Elizer. Elizer with the black geometric Grant Williams. Believe we pulled a other black geometric. I believe that was out of 25, if I'm not mistaken. That is Grant Williams. Oh, I can't show that, right? Or no, you got to scratch it off, right? Yeah. Just making sure. And our last autograph of the box is going to be a Kristaps Porzingis for the Boston Celtics. That is 54 out of 75 for the Boston Celtics. That is going out to Joey W with a little last pack mojo for the Boston Celtics. Oh my gosh. Kristaps Porzingis. It did, yeah. That easily could have been a LeBron. That was a vet. Kristaps Porzingis on the autograph. And our second to last card is going to be a James Harden. James Harden Showstoppers. That is going out to the Clippers. Going out to Elizer T once again. James Harden. And last but not least, to end the box, we've got a Stephon Castle. Boom! That is 59 out of 100 on the die cut. That is a Stephon Castle going out to the Spurs once again. That is going out to Jeremy on the Castle out of 100. Again, that is 59 out of 100. Nice rookie to end the box right there. All right, going over our hits. These are our non-numbered. We've got James Harden, Alexander Sarr, Devin Carter, Stephon Curry, Tijan Salone, KCP, John Stockton, Khalil Ware, Ron Holland. We've got a Oso Iduaro, Trey Young, Anthony Edwards, Nikola Topic, Anthony Edwards once again, Kyrie Irving, and Isaiah Stewart. Moving into our numbered hits, we've got out of 50, Jamal Sheed, DeMar DeRozan, Nikola Topic again, Bradley Beal out of 10, Bronny James out of 150, J.J. Jackson, that is out of 75, Rob Dillingham out of 150, LaMelo Ball out of 75, Chris Middleton out of 10, D. Mitch out of 75, and a KD out of 75. Moving into our autographs, we've got a Kristaps Porzingis, Chris Middleton. We've got a Johnny Furphy, Cameron Johnson, that is out of 25. Meta World Peace, Aaron Nesmith, Johnny Furphy once again, and Antonio Reeves. Moving on to our back row, we've got the number Stephon Castle. We've got a Zach Collins, that is just 3 out of 50. We've got a Sidney Kwasico. We've got an Electrifying Refractors Black Geometric Parallel. That is Grant Williams for the Charlotte Hornets. And our big card of the break, we've got a Stephon Castle, 4 out of 10. Rookie's finest, going out to the San Antonio Spurs. Boom. Beautiful card right here. All right. We've got Panini Black coming right up. All right. Thank you, guys.